nation's commercial capital. This is the news at 10, live from Channels Television. Reporting tonight,
Ijoma Oyato.
Hello and welcome. Tonight, 25 Rivers lawmakers clash with the police as they attempt to resume plenary at the Assembly. Human Rights Watch alleges non-prosecution of perpetrators of violence in Kaduna and Plateau states, warns of more sectarian violence. Lecturers await resumption order from their union leaders 24 hours after truce with the federal government. And Bangladesh executes Islamist leader Abdul Mullah over atrocities in 1971 War of Independence.
On Business News tonight, the Central Bank of Nigeria says it's not quite ready to discuss the MNPC remittance issue with anyone.
And on sports news tonight, despite several controversies, including weather conditions, Qatar, the 2022 World Cup host, says it's ready to host the Mundial anytime.
Gloria Umezuke from Abuja. INEC chairman Atahiru Jega puts his credibility on the line, vows to organize a free and fair election in 2015. We begin tonight with the lingering disagreement between the two factions of the Rivers State House of Assembly, which is often characterized by violence. 25 of the 26 members loyal to Governor Chibuike Amechi were chased off the streets by the police, where they had attempted to sit after failing to gain entrance to the chambers. The police have said that the house remains closed until they receive counter instructions.
Holding on to the Federal High Court decision voiding the resolution of the National Assembly on the taking over of the functions of the River State House of Assembly, over 25 pro-Amechi lawmakers marched to the Assembly complex to resume work.
Judgment that has mandated us to return back to our legislative business. Everybody to go.
That warning not heeded, the police then fired tear gas to disperse the lawmakers and their supporters, saying the command is unaware of any court judgment asking the assemblymen to resume legislative functions. As far as the police is concerned, the assembly remains sealed until otherwise directed.
The majority of the members of the House of Assembly came and sought to see the Commissioner of Police because there was a High Court judgment in Abuja that said that they should resume their duties. But surprisingly, the Police Commissioner has refused to grant entry to these people. We suspect very strongly that there is an attempt to allow 5 senators to sneak into the assembly to say they are carrying out the functions of the assembly.
For now, the streets have been barricaded and attempts by the lawmakers to hold a plenary session on the street leading to the assembly complex were frustrated. There's been a running battle between the 5 lawmakers reportedly loyal to the People's Democratic Party and the 25 loyal to Governor Chibuike Amechi on the control of the assembly leadership. A fight ensued on the 9th of July this year, forcing the National Assembly to take over lawmaking in the state on the 25th of July. Since then, peace has remained elusive, and the situation is even getting more complex with the defection of Governor Amechi to the All Progressives Congress, the APC. In the meantime, Nigerians are watching the unfolding drama to see how this assembly crisis will eventually be resolved.
Now, it may seem ironical that barely a day after former President Olusegun Obasanjo wrote a strongly worded letter questioning the leadership style of President Goodluck Jonathan, both men today had a private breakfast in Kenya.
While President Jonathan and Chief Obasanjo were among other African leaders that graced the 50th independence anniversary of Kenya today. But prior to the event, which took place at the Safaricom Stadium in Nairobi, Chief Obasanjo paid a surprise visit to Jonathan at the Intercontinental Hotel in the Kenyan capital, taking everybody present unawares. But details of the meeting were not made known to journalists. Meanwhile, the presidency has described the letter by Chief Obasanjo as self-serving and provocative. Well, meanwhile, lawmakers in the House of Representatives say the allegations contained in the former president's letter to President Goodluck Jonathan have serious implications for the country. While describing the claims by Chief Obasanjo as serious and weighty, the lawmakers suggested that they should not be taken lightly. They were, however, divided over how the matter should be handled by the legislature and Nigerians in general. Our correspondent Lanre Lasisi reports.
It's a letter that is generating a lot of reactions across the country. The letter, written by former President Olusegun Obasanjo to President Goodluck Jonathan, accusing the #1 citizen of performing below par and taking actions calculated at destroying the country. It's a situation even federal lawmakers have been reacting to. While those from the People's Democratic Party declined to speak, those from the opposition spoke freely.
Really, my reaction is one of shock and almost disbelief at the content of that letter.
I must also confess that most of the issues are not quite new. There have been issues on the lips of every Nigerian, especially the informed ones. In spite of the fact that you can see anger and frustration dripping from the letter, but the issues are quite potent, the issues are real, the issues are genuine, and they are the issues that bedevil our country as we speak.
We must concede the fact that President Obasanjo is a stakeholder in the affairs of this nation. And as such, he's entitled to voicing his opinions on issues, of course, that are going on in the country.
For me, I am not a fan of Obasanjo at all. But the issues that he has raised are so germane to the existence of this country.
The lawmakers were, however, divided over how the country should address the issues and allegations raised in the letter.
And I think as a House, we should come up with a motion to ask relevant committees, Committee on National Security, Committee on the anti-graft agencies, to look into these weighty allegations because they are coming from a highly respected person.
Nigerians should come together to start asking more relevant questions. Why would NNPC, the cash cow of this country, have its practices shrouded in secrecy? Why would we not know exactly how much we earn?
The federal lawmakers have advised the presidency to react and address the allegations raised by the former president. These, they say, will help create trust in the minds of Nigerians. Lanre Lasisi, Channels Television News.
Now, key issues raised in Chief Olusegun Obasanjo's letter to the president seem to be receiving endorsement from his former vice president, Atiku Abubakar. Mr. Abubakar particularly echoes the sentiments expressed by Chief Obasanjo concerning President Goodluck Jonathan's intention to run for president in 2015. In a statement, the former vice president said, "If the incumbent president insists on continuing to destroy his own party with vindictive internal wars and thinks his record of rising youth unemployment, never-ending violence, corruption and scandals is worthy of another term, then he's welcome to run," end of quote. And what appears to be a word of advice, Mr. Abubakar agrees that while the president is free to run his government without interference, sometimes even sitting presidents need outside constructive interventions to move the country forward. He also asked other former leaders and elders to urgently address the content of Chief Obasanjo's letter because they are too disturbing to be treated with apathy. Now, in part two, after the break, more on the former president's letter. I've been joined in the studios by Senior Advocate of Nigeria, Mr. Moyoshori Olubajo. Do join us again.
From the makers of Pulse, the App Developer Challenge, and Facebook Zero comes the movie app of the year, MTN DoBox, bringing all your favorite Nigerian movies to you for rent on the go on your Android and BlackBerry devices. Simply send DoBox to 131 to download the MTN DoBox app for free. Click on the link to enter the exciting world of DoBox and rent your favorite movies. MTN, everywhere you go.